Teddy Feinberg, Brook Stockburger, Teddy and Brook Show, week 177 of the show. Let's get the ball rolling. Aggie men hosting Louisiana Tech, men's basketball. Louisiana Tech 16-0 in the WAC, 18-game winning streak. They were just ranked in the top 25. They fell out recently. Aggies 12-4 in the WAC. Point is, we have a good team coming into the Pan Am Center.
Yeah, clearly the Bulldogs are the class of the WAC right now. You know, they're just rolling. Why they fell to the top 25, I'm not real sure. My latest check of ESPN bracketology has them at 13 right now, you know, if they started the tournament right now. So, pretty good team, and they can pretty much hang with anybody, I think. So, coming in here, it's a very, very tough test for the Aggies. We'll find out really where they stack up. You know, they're in that top quarter of the WAC right now. Where should they be in that top quarter? And this will be a big indicator.
I think Louisiana Tech is the best team the Aggies have faced this year. They can do everything real well. They play good defense. They play good offense. They play well in the half court. They play well in the full court. Really good squad. Stiff test for the Aggies. Aggies lost to Denver last week. One game in a long season. I will say they should be playing Ronaldo Dixon more than 7 minutes. Ronaldo Dixon was a key factor, a power forward when they were playing well. Tyrone Watson's back. I think Ronaldo should be starting from a personal standpoint.
You said that before, yeah.
At the very least, he should be playing more than 7 minutes, and Kevin Arona should be playing more than 5.
Why do you think they're not? Are they just trying different looks? Are they trying different packages? Are they trying to sneak them up on people here as we get to the end of the season? I mean, I can't really see a good reason why.
Well, I think the Aggies are very loyal to their veteran players, probably to a fault. I've said before, Watson. I think Watson and C bring value, but not as much as the Aggies think they do. I think Tyrone could still be valuable in the reserve role. Certainly Bonza could still be in the starting rotation. I think that's part of the issue. And then who knows, we don't see practice. So without seeing practice, it's actually hard to evaluate. I just know Ronaldo should be playing more than 7 minutes. Again, I think he should be starting. Get him in there more.
Maybe he's one of those guys who, you know, in practice looks average, and then when the game steps up, he really steps up. But like you said, it's hard to say without seeing practice. So.
Some guys are better game players in practice. I love Ronaldo. What can I say? State playoffs in high school basketball. Cruces host Carlsbad in boys. Mayfield girls host Cleveland. Cruces the 6 seed, Carlsbad the 11, Mayfield the 2 seed, Cleveland the 15.
Yeah, Cruces just coming off a loss to Carlsbad, but they have their higher seed, so they're going to be at home. They're the 6. Carlsbad is the 11. So I think, you know, take out the long bus ride, and they've got to see them, you know, face to face type of thing. I think Cruces wins at home probably.
It's the definition of a grudge match. I give Carlsbad a 30% chance of winning, meaning I make Cruces High the favorite at home. In Mayfield, I expect the Mayfield girls to win.
They'll beat Cleveland.
Period, point blank. It is worth pointing out, 5 District 3 5A girls teams made the playoffs. Obviously, there's Mayfield, but then you also have Cruces, Oñate, Gadsden, Alamogordo. They're all on the road. And in other boys action, Mesilla Valley Christian hosts Santa Fe Prep. Expect a Mesilla Valley Christian victory there. And of course, Santa Teresa boys hosting Gallup. Rematch of last year's Class 4A state championship game, which the Desert Warriors won. Let's get to the burning question. Brook, would you like to ask the first question?
Yeah, sure, why not? The very first burning question we have is, what percentage of the chance does Las Cruces High have of winning the boys state tournament? I give them a pretty good chance. I say 1 in 4, 25%.
I give them a 6 to 12% chance. I think if they make it to the Final Four, that's a very good season for Cruces High. We'll even see if that happens again. They got Carlsbad. If they beat Carlsbad, they most likely face La Cueva in round 2. Let's get to question number 2. Mayfield girls, what percentage do you give them of winning the state championship? I give them 15 to 20%. I think they're a Final Four team. After that, I'm not willing to go out on a limb and say anything.
I'm going to go a little better. I'm going to say 40%. You play this tournament 10 times, they win it 4 times. The number 2 seed, George Maya's taking the girls up there. They're going to be a tough out.
Okay.
And the final question, of course, can NMSU end La Tech's 18-game winning streak? Of course, the answer is they can. This is not an completely overmatch. The Aggies are a very good team, and they have them at home. But I think La Tech does win the game.
Perhaps the better question is, will they win? Again, I definitely think the Aggies can. They're a very hard team to project. They're a very hard team to predict. I already said I thought La Tech was a very good team. Right now, I will say I think Louisiana Tech is going to win. That does not mean the Aggies cannot win. I definitely think they can. I just think Louisiana Tech will.
Of course, we're hoping for an Aggie win.
Of course. Folks, thanks for checking us out as always. lcsub-news.com, at Teddy Feinberg, at B Stockburger, Sun News Sports Facebook. See ya.